Everybody, Alex here from Android Headlines, and today we're taking a look at the BLU Vivo Air. We're gonna unbox it here. This is one of the smartphones BLU announced back at CES earlier this month. They announced like 7 or 8 different phones, but this is probably the most notable one because it's so thin. Probably why it's called Air. It's a let's turn it around, 5mm thick or thin smartphone here. We got Android KitKat, Android 4.4. It's a 4.8-inch HD Super AMOLED display, or Super HD AMOLED. I think it should be Super AMOLED. Anyways, it's 8-core MediaTek processor, which is clocked at 1.7 gigahertz. 8-megapixel camera with a 5 megapixel on the front. 1 gig of RAM and 4G HSPA+, so no LTE here. Now I have actually already unboxed it just to see what we had inside. So it looks kind of messy. But here we have the phone, and it's really thin. You know, it's really thin and small. We'll do a hardware tour in a second. So here we've got our SIM removal tool. We've got our headphones here. They're pretty much the same ones that they give you with any phone, any BLU phone. They're not gonna be, you know, super amazing like, you know, Bose or Beats or Sennheiser or anything like that. Micro USB adapter here, or cord. Not anything special about that really. We have our adapter for the wall, and then we have our TPU silicone case that they give you with pretty much every phone that you buy from them, which is really nice. We have our paperwork here, and finally in the bottom we have our screen protector, which is nice that they give you a screen protector and a case with their phone. You don't have to spend extra for that stuff. Always nice. So now we'll get to the phone. So here we have the Vivo Air. So on the back we've got our 8-megapixel camera with flash. Up top we don't have anything. On the right side we have our SIM card, or SIM card tray. On the left side we've got our power and volume rocker. The bottom we've got our charging port and our headphone jack. Let's just go ahead and take off this front screen protector here. And let's go ahead and turn it on. Hopefully it has some juice. BLU, bold like us. It's a really, you know, it's a really small device. It feels really small, and like almost feels like it's a, you know, like a demo unit that they put in the stores. It feels really small to me because I'm used to the Nexus 6 right now, and it's it's a lot different. About 2 inches in screen size difference. So go ahead and click OK. We'll skip that. And let me log into my Wi-Fi real quick. There you go. Logging in. And just a second. It is running KitKat. It does have their own skin on top of it, so it won't really look like KitKat. But their skin is actually pretty nice. Let me log into Google real quick. And let's go ahead and also storing all my apps, which there's probably quite a few. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. And we'll skip that part, or just go ahead. And here we are on the home screen. So we don't actually have, well, we have widgets, but we don't. Basically the only widget you have is the weather. And there's no app drawer, so everything's right here on the, you know, on the home screens. Which is typical with BLU. So we have a little bit difference here compared to the BLU Life Pure, which is really the last BLU phone I used. So now you've got you know, you got settings and notifications, which you can now scroll through, but also the tabs were at the bottom before, now they're at the top. You also have up here, if it'll focus, it shows you how much RAM is available and how much is being used, and you can clear it, you know, and get more available. So now it's at 447 megabytes available. So you can go ahead and edit these as well. So let's jump into settings real quick. There it is. So they've changed the way it looks a little bit, like the colors and stuff, but it's still pretty much the same thing. Android 4.4.2 KitKat. There we go. So that's the BLU Vivo Air. It's a really thin, smartphone here. We're gonna check it out, see how well it performs over the next few weeks. So make sure you stay tuned with Android Headlines for more coverage of the BLU Vivo Air, as well as a bunch of other stuff we've got.